Alhamdulillah, salatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man wala. So yes, after maf'ul fihi, now we're talking about maf'ul fihi, which is also Zarf Zaman and Makan. Basically, the two are interchangeable. So not all isms that gives you the meaning of time and place will be maf'ul fihi. Okay, there are three conditions for maf'ul fihi. One is that it must denote time and place and associated with an event, with an action, with an incident. Number two, it must contain the meaning of fi. Don't think about fi as in, think of fi as at. Okay, in English we say at. Yes, in
Yeah.
Arabic they use fi. Okay.
Yes.
We'll talk about this later. And must be made nasab by an amil, of course. Okay.
Okay.
So
Yes.
whether it's you can
In
see the nasab, whether it's a muqaddara or whether it's fi mahali, it must be nasab in some way. Okay. If it doesn't meet the above conditions, then it's just an ism that contains the meaning of time, but it's not actually maf'ul fihi. So it has other i'rab. So for example, we have, what do we have here? Can you read for us?
Okay. جاء خالد يوم السبت.
Yes. So ja'a is?
So Khalid came on
Yes.
Saturday.
Yes, exactly. So Khalid, obviously, the way you translate, you know that this is madi. This is
Yes,
your fa'il. And
Yes.
what would be yawm as-sabt?
This is mudaf ilayh.
Yes. And why is it nasab?
It's nazar because it's when did he come? Yeah. So maful
Yes, exactly. Maf'ul fihi, Zarf Zaman.
Yes.
Okay. So
Yeah.
the kind of new thing here is when we say maf'ul fihi, it must be also muta'alliq to something. Okay, muta'alliq to the
Yes.
fi'il basically. Okay, so that's why you
Yes.
translate as on. Okay. Holiday came on Saturday. Okay.
Yes.
What
Correct.
about this one then?
So Saturday came.
Yes, exactly. So ja'a is fi'il madi and yawm will be now.
Maful. Oh, sorry, no, the file.
Yes. It's the fa'il. It's the one that actually is doing the action, right? It is the one that's
Yes.
coming. Okay. So
Yeah.
the word yaum is a time, a time, yes, a day, right? So
Yeah.
but it doesn't mean that it's always going to be maf'ul fihi. It really depends on its role. Okay. Here we are talking about someone coming, not the yaum itself. So that's all the three conditions fulfilled. Yes, and it is maf'ul fihi. Okay. Now amil of the maf'ul fihi. So what basically can make the maf'ul fihi a maf'ul fihi? A zarf basically. So can be a verb. This is the one we did basically just now. Ja'a Khalidun yawm as-sabt, right? This in i'rab we say zarf zaman, maf'ul fihi, mansub bil fathah, muta'alliq bil fi'il. Okay, this is basically the full i'rab. Sometimes they just say maf'ul fihi, sometimes they just say zarf zaman, sometimes they give you both. So I'm giving you everything, but it will, if it's an ism, it will have a status. So mansub bil fathah, and then if it's a maf'ul or zarf, it must be muta'alliq to something. Okay. Next one, verbal noun. So where is our master here? Or maybe what kind?
Yeah, so as-sahru.
Yes, as-sahru. Okay. Yes, this is our master. It is also what in this sentence?
This is also file.
What kind of sentence do we have?
Oh, okay.
Jumlah ismiyah or jumlah ismiyah? Yes, correct. This is the mubtada. Okay.
Yes.
And then we are looking for a khabar. Can you find for me where's our khabar?
Murhiqun.
Yes, exactly. Murhiqun is our khabar. Usually we don't have anything nasab in a jumlah ismiyah, right? But sahr being a master can take a maf'ul, basically can act as a fi'il. So yes. So Laylan in this case, this is our maf'ul fihi at night. Okay. Sahar means to stay up. stay up.
Mm-hmm.
So staying up the night is tiring. Okay.
Mm.
So Lailan here, we will say this is Zarf Zaman Maf'ul Fihi. It is the Maf'ul Fihi lil master. That's what we will say. Okay, because here we don't have to say that it's a fi'il, right? We have a fi'il. A fi'il can take. We know maf'ul, all kind of maf'uls, right? So we don't expect it here, but we've done this before when ism acts as a fi'il. Yes. So this is what we say. We'll say maf'ul fihi lil master. Okay, mansub bil fathah, muta'alliq to as-sahab basically. Okay, this will be like the full. Sometimes you only maybe see until here. That's all. Okay. Because it's really said that it's maf'ul fihi to the master. Okay. But basically this is everything. Okay. So here in this case, the amil is the master.
Master.
Yes, that's the one making Lailan basically.
But here Masdar is working as a fail, right, sister?
Yes, it is working as a fi'il also. But it's still a mubtada, so it still has a khabar
Yes, yes.
as per normal. Okay. But the only different thing that you might find a bit different is that it has something nasab here as well.
Yeah, in Jumla Ismiya, we don't have nasab, right?
Yes, exactly. Okay. Yes. We don't usually have, but Jumla Ismiya actually can have a Zarf also. Yes. Usually we see it in the form of muta'alliq, but it can be a Zarf or like a Zarf word that's nasab. Like this also. You see, this is a Zarf word, nasab, right? Yes, but so now both Jumla Fi'liyah and Jumla Ismiyah can actually do that. Okay. Yeah. One more thing also is that I guess the normal Jumla Ismiyah will be nasab and connected to the muta'alliq bil khabar. Right? To the khabar itself. But here it's to the master. So
Yes.
that's
Yes,
the
yes.
different thing going on here. Okay?
Is it because, sister, in normal circumstances, it will be a zarf, which is working as a mutaliq will?
Yes. So for example, like this. Okay. Can you maybe translate and then we'll see what's happening?
Suku maftuhun sabahan.
Yes. Translation.
Okay. So Suku is market.
Yes, the market.
The market is closed.
Maftuh. Fataha yaftah.
Oh, sorry. Open, sorry.
Yes, the market is
So
open.
this is mubtada, this is khabar, and sabahan. Sabah is morning.
Yes. So how would you translate?
So the market is open during the...
Yes, in the morning.
In the morning, yes.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so this is the normal kind. So you say this is mubtada, right? This is khabar, and this is what?
So, so it's do we have sabah as zarf?
Yes,
that is the only
basically.
thing we can think, right? Only
Yes,
zarf.
exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
So this one, again, maftuh is an ism fa'il, so it can also act as a fi'il, right?
Yes.
So again, but this is much like a bit normal, not a bit normal, because a little bit more normal because it will be muta'alliq to maftuh itself. Like imagine this was like I can't think of a word. Imagine this was a day, like Yaum Sabtu. Or maybe fi Yaum Sabtu with a fi. Right? You would say it is muta'alliq bil khabar, right? So this is basically the same thing, just that you actually don't need to have the word fi there. But if you don't have the word fi, then you make it nasab, sabahan.
Or maybe like fi waqti subha, like that.
Yes, basically.
Yeah.
Basically, yes, exactly. So without all those, making it half jar, making it a mudaf ilahi, it will remain nasab as a maf'ul fihi. And then, but the discussion here is about what is making this nasab is because this word is, you can say, is acting as a fi'il, is taking a maf'ul fihi. So you would say this is maf'ul fihi to the ism it is a maf'ul in this case, maftu. Understand? Okay?
Yes.
Next one, Brother Azizi, are you participating?
Khalidun, Khalimun, Wadan.
Translation?
Khalid, the one who sleep tomorrow.
Sorry? Khalid what?
The one who is sleeping
Sitting. Oh, not.
tomorrow.
Did you say sitting?
No, Khadim is old.
Oh, not that Qadim. This one coming. Coming is also Qadim. Okay. So Khalid is
The one
coming.
who coming.
So
Is coming
yes, you
tomorrow.
translate as is coming enough. Yes, it is an ism fa'il. So that's why you say the one who's coming, right? But in English, we don't say like that. We just say Khalid is coming. So basically in English, we translate it like a fi'il, basically. Okay. So what is Khalid? This is our,
Tada,
yes, Qadim will be,
Obar,
yes, and Ghadan,
Zorot,
sorry?
Makan. Zaman, Zorot, Zaman.
Yes, Zarf Zaman. So we can say this is Mafool Fihi to li ism fa'il. Okay, again, mansub bil fathah muta'alliq to the khabar again. Okay, so these two is about the same. Clear? Okay, inshallah. Okay, one amil can have two maf'ul fihi provided they are of different kind. So one is makan and one is zaman. Okay, because we cannot be at two places at one time, or you cannot put two time at one sentence, right? For one thing, you cannot have two time, must be only one time. So here, what do we have, Sister Finita? Can you see?
Yes. Antaziruka yawmal juma'ati amamal madrasati.
Yes, translation.
So I'll wait for you on Juma in front of the masjid
Madrasa.
of school.
Yes, in front of the school. So where is our Zarf Makan?
Makan is madrasati.
Amam al-Madrasati, correct. And where is our Zarf Zaman?
Yawmal Juma.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so this is Zarf Zaman muta'alliq to the fi'il. This is Zarf Makan muta'alliq to the fi'il. Okay?
Yes.
What about this one, Brother Azizi?
Intaziruka yauman
Antaziruka.
Taziruka yauman jumu'ati sabahan.
Yes, translation.
Wait, I wait for you. Yauman
Yawmal Jumu'ah. What day? When? So you wait for me when? I will wait for you when?
On the day of Jumu'ah.
Yes, on Friday.
Friday.
Sabahan.
Tomorrow. Morning or tomorrow?
Sabahan is in the morning, not tomorrow. Sabahan.
Okay.
So Yawmal Jumu'ah is what kind of Zarf?
Zarf Zaman.
Yes. What about Sabahan?
Sabahan is Zarf Zaman also.
Yes. Okay. Just now I said that we cannot have two Zarf Zaman. Okay. So what do you think the i'rab will be? Yawmal Jumu'ah is yes, Zarf Zaman. Okay. What about Sabahan? What would be the i'rab of Sabahan?
Sabahin.
Say again?
Sabahin.
I cannot understand. I don't understand.
Sabahin. Majrur.
Oh, no. It is Sabahan. What I'm asking is, why is it Sabahan? Why is it Nasr?
Why is okay.
What's the i'rab? Like, what would you say? This is fi'il mudhari, maf'ul, zarf zaman, muta'alliq bi fi'il. What about Sabahan? What would you say?
Zarf Zaman Sani.
No.
Will it be Mafool Fihi, sister?
This is already maf'ul fihi. Zarf zaman, right? Is a maf'ul fihi. Okay. So not zarf zaman tani. Other than that, what do we have? There is nasr. Okay. Hal. If you say hal, Uh,
Dia hal
it's not
because I think
hal.
hal because
Mhm. Why?
Tamiz.
Hold on. Why you think it's hal? And then I will tell you why
because
it's not
it
hal. Mhm.
because previous is ma'rifah.
Okay. I would have guessed you said that because it's talking about al-jumu'ah, which is ma'rifah. Okay, good guess. But hal is usually like ism fa'il, ism maf'ul, right? And you would translate while. So I will wait for you on
Alright.
Friday while the Friday is morning. If you say that this is a hal of jumu'ah, right? Doesn't make sense. Yes. Sister
I
Okay.
think
Binta
it's
said
Tamiz.
tamyiz. Okay. Why do you think it's tamyiz?
Sifat.
Because it
Hold
is
on.
for because it's further explaining like on Juma what time like
Okay.
so
Okay, I get your line of thinking, but the problem with that is tamyiz is used when? To clarify what?
ambiguity.
Yes, is there any ambiguity in the statement of antaziruka yawmal
No.
jumu'ah? Yes, there's no ambiguity there. Okay, it's
Mhm.
just making it maybe more, maybe not emphasize, maybe just to make it clear, like when exactly, right?
Yes,
But
yes.
it's not actually ambiguous, so it's not tamyiz. Any other guesses? Sama, what nasab do you have?
Badal.
Okay, badal, what, where, how? Tell me.
But it's not badal because it doesn't have same era. So, but can it be mutlaq? I don't know.
No. We haven't finished badal. Yeah, brother Azizi, why you think it's badal? Badal of what?
Badal au yauma.
Okay, badal of yawma. Yes, yawma jum'ah. You can say this is one thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were thinking of just al jumu'ah, right, Sister Vinita? So you can think of yawmal jumu'ah as one thing. And yes, this is badal. Why badal? Because this morning is part of this day. So this is badal ba. Understand?
Okay, badal baad, yes.
Yes, it's a part of this Friday. Yes. So yes, we say this is badal of Yawmal Jum'ah in Iraq.
No, the answer is correct or not?
Yes, correct. It's badal. Badal ba.
The answer is correct. Alhamdulillah.
Yes, it's correct. Okay. In meaning wise, yes, it is still a Zharf Zaman, right? And when you translate, you don't really actually think of what exactly is the i'rab of that word, right? As long as the meaning you understand, right? But yes, when we do i'rab of such a sentence, we don't say Zharf Zaman and then another Zharf Zaman. We cannot say that. Okay, so this is badal of this Zharf Zaman. Clear? Okay? Can?
Yeah. So, sister, we can't even say Mafool Fihi.
This is already Mafool Fihi.
Yeah,
right?
no, but we are using Zharf Zaman for it, right?
Zharf Zaman Mafool Fihi is the same.
Yeah.
So that's why I said just now, some books will say both. Some books will use one and not the other, or this one and not the other, because it's
Correct.
technically the same. Okay, that's why even the topic, I put it together, Mafool Fihi / Zharf Zaman and Zharf Makan, because it's interchangeable, basically. Okay?
Correct. Yes. Correct.
Okay. Next one. Okay, omitting the amil of the maf'ul fihi. So it is permissible when answering a question. We've seen this a lot of times. So what's the question here, Sister Vinita?
Mata tazhabu.
Translation?
When tazhabu. Tazhabu. When did you come?
When will you go? Zahaba, to go.
Oh, yes.
Zahaba, to when. I mean, Zahaba went, yes. So when will you
So
go?
when did you?
Will.
When is it not? When did you go?
No, this is mudari, right?
Oh yes, mudari.
When so you will. Yes, when will you go? If it's mata zahaba, then it's when did you go? Okay?
Correct.
Yes. Yeah. And then the answer is?
On Saturday.
Yes. So you can just say Yawma Sabti, right? You don't have to say adhabu. So that's why it's in brackets, basically. Okay. So you can, so this is omitting the amil. Okay. When you say Yawma Sabti, what is the amil? The amil is adhabu. It doesn't have to be there when you're answering a question. You can just say Yawma Sabti. Okay. Next one. Obligatory when it is in the position of the khabar. So here, Brother Azizi, what do we have? Brother Azizi?
An-nikahu ghadan.
Yes, translation. An-nikahu ghadan.
Ghadan. So tomorrow is the majlis. Yeah.
The nikah is tomorrow. Yes. Okay. So
Okay.
an-nikah is going to be what here?
Nikah is khabar.
Sorry, say again.
No. Nikah is mubtada.
Yes,
Yeah.
an-nikah is mubtada, and then ghadan is.
Ghadan is muta'alliq to something is not there.
Yes, basically you can say that, okay. But remember when we talk about mubtada and khabar, we can say the khabar can be a rafa word, the khabar can be a shibu jumlah, right? So ghadan basically you can think of it as a shibu jumlah because it's a maf'ul fihi. Okay, the nikah is tomorrow. Like you don't think there's anything mazuf, right? But yes, you Mhm.
Can I say that an-nikahu yakunu ghadan?
Yes, basically, yes. When you say it is muta'alliq to something mazuf, yes, the word that mazuf word is yakunu, is kain, is this kind of word, basically. Okay, which we don't actually need to have. Okay, an-nikahu ghadan is fine. So you can say ghadan is muta'alliq bil khabar mazuf, which is what you see here. I'm putting here all the i'rabs that you might see in the i'rab books. Okay. Or you can just say this is the khabar itself. It is muta'alliq bil khabar, even though there's no khabar that is rafa there. Basically, that's what we always say in Arab. Okay? Clear? Can?
Mhm. Yes.
It's obligatory when it is in the position of the hal. Yeah, so Sister Venita, translation.
Yes.
Read and translate.
Yeah, جلست طلاب حول المدرس مدرسي.
Yes. Mudarris.
مدرس. So students,
The students.
the students sat around the teacher.
Yes. So we say this is fi'il, fa'il, this is what?
This
Hawla.
is hawla is zarf, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So usually you will say what? Muta'alliq to what?
Yes. So this should be.
Don't think about what you are seeing here. Usually, what would you say? Fi'il, fa'il, muta'alliq bil?
متعلق بالفعل.
Yes, which is correct, which can be. Okay?
جلس.
Yes. Okay. So basically you're saying the students sat where, right? Around the teacher. Yes, exactly. Okay. But you can also say that this is hal, right? It is an ism. It is nasab. Yes. And if you say this is hal, you just have to find the sahibul hal. Who is it talking
Sahibul
about?
hal.
Which is ma'rifah. Which is?
طلاب.
Exactly, at-tullab. Okay. So you can say the students, basically the same translation, the students sat around the teacher. You translate exactly the same way. But in Arabic, two things you can see it in two ways. That is attached to the fi'il or is attached to the fa'il itself. Okay, this is the hal of the students. The students sat while they were around the teacher, something like that. If you want to make it different. Okay?
Yeah. So this can be mutalik bil fail and this can also be hal of tulab.
Yes, exactly. Okay. In our Arab, we would say this is shibu jumlah fi mahali nasab hal, basically. Okay. This one here, shibu jumlah fi mahali nasab hal. Okay. But in Arab books, you might see. In Arab books,
okay. It mentioned muta'alliq bi mazuf hal.
Yes, that's what I want to say. Yeah. So in Arab books, in some Arab books, you might see instead of this way that we do in class, you might see this muta'alliq bi mahzuf hal. The hal is mahzuf, meaning there is a word here, okay, that is the hal, and this is muta'alliq to that word. Yes, exactly, like kainan, basically.
Oh, jalasa at-tulabu kainun.
Yes, exactly. Kainuna haulal mudarris. So this is the hal of that word. in some classical books, okay, or in most classical books, maybe I would say, okay. But when you see this muta'alliq bil mahzuf hal, it is basically saying it is the hal, like how we understand this is the hal of atulab. It's exactly the same, okay. I don't do this in class because when you say something is mahzuf, then you have to think about what is mahzuf, right? Like what Brother Aziz is doing. So what is that mahzuf word? Right? Ka'in, right? Ka'inan, right? So that's why
Yeah.
I don't do this in class. I don't use this term because we are not at that level. Because I mean, yeah, we can, I guess, because the words are basically the same few words that I use, because there's no
But
is in the Arabic language. They don't need an is here, okay. Yeah, but
but you train us sister to look for something hidden, right?
Yeah, inshallah.
yes.
Yeah,
But
mashallah.
so there is two ways basically of looking at this,
Oh.
okay. In most of our class, inshallah, even when we start the surah later, this is what we'll do, because this is the one that is easier to follow, and you don't have to actually think of what's mazuf when you don't actually need it. That even when you translate, the students sat around the teacher, you don't think of anything mazuf, right? There's nothing that is like missing anyhow, okay.
So you try to emphasize that your class, which class that you didn't tell this one is which class is it?
In the Irabs that we do, even in this class when we do the Irab, like when we were doing the grammar, we do the Irab also a bit, right? So in other classes like my Baqarah, in later the classes when we do together Al-Kafi, I probably won't use this term, okay, but I'm still teaching
Okay.
you, because you might see this term in Irab book. So this, what is it meant actually is this, what we say is the hal itself. Understand?
I think also means that this class is much more special than that class. Alhamdulillah.
What class? No, the same. Baqarah also, this is what I do. I don't do this, okay? But I teach you this just for you to know, if you ever see in Arab books, then you are not like, what is mazuf here, right? You would think that, what is mazuf? Like, I don't
But
see anything
sister,
mazuf.
Yes. Isn't it that we look for it? I mean, it will be better for us because, like, for example, now if we just go like this and then we think, okay, maybe it can have attentively or something like that, and then we also like get more vocabulary and how it is fitted. So I think that's
You
no.
mean
What
if
I'm saying is, if we
go
go
this
for
way?
like, yeah, if we go this way, what is mahzoof?
Mhm.
So as you said, it is going to be, I mean, we'll enhance our vocabulary, right? And our thinking process also. Instead of just going conventionally, okay, students are sitting around the teacher, so how they are sitting attentively or like, quietly or whatever. So I think that's going to help us, isn't it?
Maybe, I guess, even when I don't do it this way, right? We'll still talk about, like just now when I gave you this one, I did give you like two Arabs for it, right? And we see the difference. So yeah, we still do that. It's not like we're not exactly like missing out on something, because this is the same thing, actually. But if you want, if you think that this might enhance your vocab because we're thinking about that mahzuf word, I won't say not really, because the mahzuf word is always gonna go around like 3-4 words. There's just those words, just like kain. I think it's like what's the other word?
Okay. See what also means that, okay, let's say alhamdulillah we join the Itulak class, right? Okay, right? Okay. Okay, so what you want us to do? So when we come across this kind of word, we just keep quiet, right? Because
no, we will say that this can be muta'alliq bi fi'il. We can also say this is hal. That's what we will say. We say both.
Okay.
Just that we don't use this term when to say hal. We use this term to say hal. Shibul jumlah fi mahali nasab hal. Okay, it's still the same. It's still hal basically. Okay, inshallah. Okay. Next one is when is in the position of sifa. So Brother Azizi, can you read and translate?
Ishtara sajada Minsukin amamal madrasah.
Yes.
I buy
I bought. This is fi'il madi. Not I bought actually. This is fi'il madi who?
He bought.
He bought.
The sajadah.
The rug, the carpet.
From
The prayer mat.
the carpet.
It could be a prayer mat, but sajadah can also be a like carpet.
Normal, okay.
Okay. From the market.
Is it the market?
Sorry, from a market.
Yes, from a market.
In front of the madrasah.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so this is fi'il, fa'il inside huwa. This is what you buy. Yes. And then what is this? Min sukin, what would you say?
Min sukin, I think it's a sifa. Am I right?
No, yet.
No. Because previous is ma'rifah. Okay.
Okay, yes, that's why. So min sukin is what?
Jar majrur.
Yes, jar majrur. Muta'alliq tu?
Muta'alliq tu ishtara.
Yes, muta'alliq bi fi'il. He bought from from a market, right? So muta'alliq bi fi'il. He bought.
Means that this one is not the part of the mazur. The amamal is a part of the mazur.
Okay, yes. So don't think about the mazur. Now you see the word amama. What do you know about this word?
Amama is Zharf Zaman. Makan.
Yes, it is Zharf Makan. Yes. And then it's nasab, it's mudaf to this word, right? Then Zharf Makan is always going to be muta'alliq to something also, right?
Mazur sifat.
Yes, so that's what you see here. But what does that mean? Explain to me, what does that mean?
I don't understand the question.
What do you mean by mazuf sifah?
Mazur sifat.
Okay. Because, yes.
Mazur sifat. Where is the sifat?
Okay, that's what I say.
Misukit is not the sifat.
Okay. So, don't think about what you see here. Okay, don't think about this. Now, amama madrasah, you know it's mudaf ilaihi, fine. Okay. This is a Zharf Makan. Okay. So, what is it muta'alliq to? Don't think about what you see here. What you see here. Ishtara sajadata min sukin amamal madrasah.
Muta'alliq to the ishtara.
Okay. When you translate just now, you said what? He bought the rug, the carpet from a market. In front of the.
This one muta'alliq. This one muta'alliq to the souk.
Yes, exactly. How? Why? What's the ruling?
The ruling is this one is jar majrur.
Okay, don't think about just this word. Don't think about this word. Just think about this word. This is nakira or marifah?
Okay, understand. This one is nakira.
Followed by
Zharf Makan. And then Zharf Makan become the sifat.
Yes, exactly. Yes, correct. Okay. So it becomes the sifah of su. Where is the su exactly? Give me details about the su.
Now I agree. Better we keep quiet when
Okay, so that's why because we've been learning it like this, right? The rule is common followed by shibu jumlah. That's gonna be a sifa, right? So that's why it's easier to go this way. It's clearer to go this way. When you say like this, right? Even though you know what's happening here, but because you never think about that, and then you just see this, and then you like thinking, what is masuk, right? But actually, if you just look at this, you understand perfectly that, oh, this must be muta'alliq to suq, and then you just have to figure out how. Okay, so this is the sifa of the suq. Okay, the suq is in front of the madrasah, the school. Understand? Okay.
So means that really important to differentiate between the hal and the sifat.
Yes, exactly. Okay, the sifah, you can say which, right? A market, which is which is at the in front of the school. But hal, then you will translate as like while. Okay, while. So this is the
So
sifah
so means that
Mhm.
the hal is actually to explain the condition of the condition, right?
Yes, the condition of the thing that it is described in the sahibul hal, exactly. The sifah give you detail about it, adjective about it. Okay, clear? Can? Sister
It's not
Binta,
that clear,
okay?
but alhamdulillah.
Yes. So, this one here, basically, when you see muta'alliq bil mahzuf sifah, is basically what you know to be complex sifah, common, followed by shibu jumlah, basically. Yes. Okay. So, in our Iraq, we will just say shibu jumlah fi mahali what. This is here jar, because it's the sifah of sukin. Okay? Can? This one looks exactly the same. What's the difference, Sister Vinita?
That this has this masul, ism masul alladhi.
Yes. Why do we need a mausul here?
So this is
Okay, maybe the question should be.
it's also
is,
again this can also be sifa, right? Of
yes, sifa of what? Yes, exactly.
Because proper followed by alladhi.
Yes, exactly. A proper, you cannot put just amamal madrasah like this, right? It will be hal. Okay, you want to make it a sifa, you need alladhi. That's the difference, okay? And then, as for the mafu fihi part, right? So, because this is a mausul, what is after it?
Silatul mausul.
Yes. So, we learned that anything, whether it's a jumlah ismiyah, a jumlah fi'liyah, a shibu jumlah, it can be the silatul mausul. Yes. So, we will just
this
say
whole thing, sister, this whole thing, the allahs, right from allazi, the whole thing, right, will be.
The whole will be what? Finish your question?
This whole thing will be muta'alliq or sifa, sorry. Sifa. The whole thing.
Yes, this whole thing is sifatul su', but
correct.
After alazi, meaning amamal madrasah, this whole thing is the silatul mausul of alazi. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So, in classical books, you might see muta'alliq bil mazuf sifah. Okay. So, what is mazuf? Basically, again, same thing, yakunu, something like that. Okay. But what we say, we say that the shibu jumlah after it, meaning after the ism mausul, is silatu mausul la mahala laha min al-i'rab. Enough, basically. Okay? Can? So, when we talk about the sila itself, we say this is Zharf Makan, mansub bil fathah, and then we don't have to say it's muta'alliq to what already. It is the sila, basically. That's what we say. Okay?
Yes.
Can understand? Inshallah. So, the translation of this will be... Yes.
So you mentioned to the sister that asuk is the ma'rifah, right? And then after asuk we got the allazi. So allazi become the sifah.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Because asuk cannot just come with amama to make it sifah. You need allazi. Okay. Because it's ma'rifah. This is common. Okay. You can put cara majrur. Okay. But if no, you can put shibu jumlah. But if it's a ma'rifah word, then you need allazi. Okay.
Yes. Otherwise, it will become hal, right? And it won't make sense, right?
Won't make sense, but technically it'll be like wrong. It's like it will be broken Arabic lah, basically. Because yes. Yes. Okay. And what would be the translation here? What would be the difference?
So the translation will be he bought the rug from the souk, which is in front of the madrasa.
Yes, exactly. Okay. Okay. Alhamdulillah. Any questions here?
Also, so means that the difference here is that the souk on the bottom on the top is common, but the souk on the bottom is ma'rifah.
Yes. Meaning that it depends on who you're talking to also, basically. Meaning who are you telling this story and how? Is it like you must see the whole context. If it's the first time, like if this is in a storybook, yes, if it's in the storybook, and I have never mentioned this about any market in the storybook. So the first time I want to introduce this market to you, I have to use the nakira because you don't know that market. But you would use this if I know that you know the market, basically. Understand? Same thing as this asajada. So in normal conversations also, right? You would use alif lam if you know that the person you talk to also know what you talk about. So here means that you already know this. I have a carpet at home. So I'm saying that I bought this carpet, basically the carpet from such a place, basically. But if I know that you don't know, I have to introduce this thing, then it will be nakira also. Understand? Okay? Clear?
So the nakira and the ma'rifah is really important, right?
Yes, it is. It is. Okay. Next one. Okay. Now we coming into really the topic actually. Okay, there are a few types of, we talk about Zharf Zaman first. We talk about Zharf Makan later on. Today also we won't finish Zharf Zaman, I think. But under Zharf Zaman, we have a few types. We have the Zaman Mubham, meaning it carries a general meaning of time, unknown time period. Then we have the Ghair Mubham or Mukhtas, meaning it is a known time. And then we have the Mushtaq, which is in the Zharf table, basically like this of Zaman, right? Yes, this so like Maghrib. Okay?
Okay.
Like that. Okay?
Same as Ism Mafool, correct, sister? The same we use, right?
Ism Zharf, yes. Ism Zharf. So, okay, now we talk about the Mubaham first. What is actually that general time? If you see the examples here, Abadan, Amadan, Hin. I don't have a translation for you because there is no like one translation for it. It depends on how you use it, basically. Like for example, you know Hin is time, Waktu is time, Zaman is time. Okay, so all these are general time. Okay, this is all time in general. Okay, you can go to maybe the Quran and see how it's used, or you can use even at Hansware. I think they would give you like how it's used, at least maybe a few examples. Okay, so you can see the difference and of all this, but this is all basically general time. Okay, so here we have who this? Okay, Brother Azizi, what do we have here? Yes, and then so what's this here? Mata'na.
We give the what I don't know this one. Give the nikmat, yeah.
Yes, correct. We give them enjoyment.
Until I don't know, is what?
A time. Until a time. So the time here is unknown. Okay, is not known. What? Yes, just a time, basically, for a time. Okay, so here this you can see also here, right? It is unknown, right? This is just a general time. Okay, this is fi'il madi, nahnu, this is your maf'ul, and then jar wa majrur, right? Jar wa majrur. Hin is the time, but then because of the half of jar, basically you won't even talk about this being Zharf Zaman. You just say jar wa majrur, muta'alliq bil.
Muta'alliq to mata'na.
Yes, bil fi'il mata'na. Okay, so that is basically. But such a general time can become a bit more specific when you make it into idafa. Okay, so here we have what, Sister Sita?
Yes, sister. Allahu yatawaffal anfusa hina mautiha.
Yes.
So the translation. So So sister, this will be Jumla Ismiya, right, sister?
Yes, it starts with a Jumla Ismiya, Mubtada.
Yes.
And then where's our
So
khabar?
Mubtada, our khabar is this Jumla Fi'liya, right? Coming ahead.
Exactly.
Yatawaffa. So this is fi'l and file. Okay.
Fi'il,
And this
and
is
who's the
maf'ul.
fa'il?
It's huwa, going back to Allah.
Yes, good. Yes, this is
Yeah.
the maf'ul. And
This
then
is maf'ul, and hina mautiha is mutalik bil fi'l yatawaffa.
yes, exactly. Okay. So here you would say Zarf Zaman or Maf'ul Fihi. Okay, you will say this is mansub bil fathah, and then yes, muta'alliq bil fi'il yatawaffa. Okay.
Yatawaffa.
So
Yeah,
even
so
the translation will be
translation would be Allah, He takes away the soul, hina mautiha, at the time of death.
at the time of their death, of its death,
At
the
the time of
soul's
their death.
death. Yes.
At the
Okay.
time of mautiha. Yes, their death. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So here is a bit more specific. It's not just any time, right? Allah says it's at the time of their death. Okay.
Their
It's
death.
a bit more specific. Clear? Okay. Then you have the Ghair Mubham. This one you can define basically. So for example, 1 hour is 60 minutes, right? A day is 24 hours. Well, so that's basically defined. So here you can translate basically. Sa'atan, hour, right? Daqiqah, minute. Yaum, day, meaning 24 hours. Laila, at night, meaning from certain time to a certain time. Usbu, 7 days. Shahr, 1 month, 30 days.
1 month.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Okay. Sana, a year, 12 months. Also a year. So all this one, this is a Ghair Mubham. They are specific. You know exactly what it means, basically. Okay. So here, okay. So here we have the same word just now. Antadhiruka. I will wait for you a day. Okay, for a day. Okay, so meaning 1 day, meaning 24 hours. Okay, but a day can also be not really specific, right? A day can also be used like not very specific, and then you make it into idafa. So for example, here we have Brother Azizi. What do we have? Yes, so innakum.
Then indeed you all on the judgment day to Mafool will be resurrected.
Yes, very good. Exactly. Okay. So innakum is
Jadi this one jumlah isinya.
so yeah, so innakum will be harf
nasib.
harf nasab. Kum is our
is isim inna.
okay. And then we need to find our khabar inna. Where's our khabar inna? Is it this khabar inna? If you say that, if this is actually it's not just tub'asun, because what kind of word is tub'asun? Yes, so actually this whole thing is jumlah fi'liyah from Yaumul Qiyamah. It's jumlah fi'liyah, okay? And it is fi mahali rafa khabar of inna. Okay? So, yes, this is fi'il mudhari, you said. So, Yaumul Qiyamah will be what kind of word? Yes? Yeah, exactly. You can say muqaddam also. Okay, because it's before the fi'il. Okay, so you can say yauma is zarf zaman, maf'ul fihi, mansub bil fathah, muta'alliq to ba'sun, and then al-qiyamah is mudhaf ilayhi to yaum. So it makes the yaum more specific, like which day, basically. Okay, here is already specific in the sense, so it really depends on the context. So here, you know that this is like, I will wait for you for 1 day. So it is specific in the sense that it's 24 hours, basically. But Yauma itself can also be just like any day, right? So when you make it idafa, it becomes more specific, basically. Okay? Or you can make it, put al, for example, and then it becomes today. So here, what do we have, Sister Vinita?
Sister, before that, I want to ask this question.
Yes.
Like, tub asoon cannot be our khabar because it's not like ism, right?
Yes, so you don't say that this is the khabar itself, you say the whole jumlah is the khabar. Yes.
Okay, because they are connected. Okay.
Yes, okay. Yawm al-Qiyamah cannot be the khabar because that would mean that you are Yawm al-Qiyamah, which is not, right? This is not the case.
Yeah.
Indeed, you are Yawm al-Qiyamah? No, right? So, yes. So, this whole thing is jumlah fi'liyah, is the khabar of in. Okay?
Yes, correct.
Yes. What do we have here?
Okay. فَلَيْسَ لَهُ الْيَوْمَ هَاهُنَا حَمِيمٌ. Okay. فَلَيْسَ, so far is, and Laysa is that fail nakis, sister?
Yes, correct. So, where is our
Fail
ism of Laysa?
Yeah, so ism of Laysa has to be marfu, right, sister?
Yes.
Hamimun
Yes.
is the ism.
Yes, it's ism of Laysa.
Laysa, and then we have to find the khabar, which is mansub. So hahuna?
Not really. Hahuna means right now, basically. Like right now.
Okay. Okay, yawma.
Al-yawma is actually what?
Al-yawma is today, yeah?
Yes, correct. So, both of this is actually like Zharf. Okay, this is Zharf plus Isharah also. Okay. So actually is lahu, it's just lahu, jar wa majrur, muta'alliq bil.
Muta'alliq bil khabar.
Yes, khabar laysa.
Yeah, muta'alliq bil
Which is
khabar
the
laysa.
khabar laysa itself. Okay.
Okay, jibu jumla.
Yeah, so if you haven't realized, okay, if you take out al-yawma, you take out hahuna, you take out laysa, it's just lahu hamim. He have a friend. Okay?
Yes.
He have a friend. Then you put it laysa, becomes he does not have a friend when today, right now. Yes.
Okay. Hahuna is right now. Okay.
Okay? Clear? Can?
Okay,
Inshallah.
yes, correct.
So here, basically, the point is al-yawma here. This is going to be your, this is again, making yawm a bit more, even more specific, as in which day, today, basically. Okay? Clear?
Okay.
So here, in this case, you can say this is, of course, this is mansub bil fathah, because it's a zarf, yes. And then again, muta'alliq bil khabar laysa. You can say that it is muta'alliq, right? It's always going to be muta'alliq to something. So in this case, muta'alliq bil khabar laysa, which is you don't have that nasab word. Clear? Okay? Can?
Yes.
Inshallah.
Yes.
Maybe last one. Yes, last one.
The
for
word
today.
of yaw, right?
Yes.
The word of yaw, when we add alif lam, it become today. Okay.
Yes, correct. Correct. So literally the day meaning today. Okay? Yes, it becomes today. Okay, one more thing for today, I think. Oh, wait. Oh, yes, okay. One more thing for today, inshallah. The last one, which is the mushtaq. Mushtaq meaning it's derived, right? It's that is suffable from your fi'il. So it's in the pattern of like maghrib, right? And what word is from this pattern? That is zarf. Can't think right now. Zarf in this word. Really can't think. But basically, your family one, right? Like masjid pattern and mat'am pattern, but that is both makan. We are talking about zaman. Maybe I have to think about example for this, inshallah. Okay. Now, if you use this form of words, okay, it must be used with amil from the same fi'il. As in, if you want to use this word to make it a zarf. Yes, you say in sarf, this word is ism zarf. Am I right? But like I said, ism zarf doesn't always have to be zarf in i'rab, right? So it will only be zarf in i'rab when it is used from the same fi'il. So for example, here we have jalastu from jim, lam, sin, jalasa to sit, right? And just now I stopped before. Now, Brother Azizi, what do we have here? What kind of word?
Jalastu is the body.
Yes, okay. And then after that?
Majlis, majlis is the mushtaq from the jalasa.
Yes, exactly. Okay. I'rab wise?
I'rab is Zharf Zaman.
Yes, correct. This is Zharf Zaman. Muta'alliq bil?
Muta'alliq to fi'il jalastu.
Yes, exactly. What about Zaidin?
Zaidin is the additional.
Zaidin is the what?
Additional.
Additional? As in what's the fragment here?
No, not additional. It's the mudhaf ilayhi.
Yes, okay. Mudhaf ilaihi. Okay.
Yeah.
So, majlis, the word majlis, like masjid, can be Zharf Zaman, can be Zharf Makan. Yes. So, you need to know the context, obviously. So, in this context, this is a Zharf Zaman. Okay. Means that I am sitting at the time of the sitting of Zaid. So, that's what I translate as, I sat at the time Zaid sat. Okay, this word here is important. The time Zaid sat. If this was Zharf Makan, it would be I sat at the place Zaid sat. You understand the difference? Although the same word is used. Okay, but we're talking about Zharf Zaman right now. Okay, it must use with the same fi'il. Okay, so it becomes I sat at the time Zaid sat, like this. Okay, if it's a sorry.
So sister, here majlis, we won't call it Mafool. We'll call it Mafool Fihi.
Yes, you call it Mafool Fihi, Muta'alliq bil.
Or Zharf.
Yes,
or
correct.
Zharf.
Exactly. Yes, okay. So, yes. But of course, this word itself can also be like mubtada. You could say about the majlis of someone, right? Someone's majlis. And then obviously that there will not be Zharf Zaman as in Mafool Fihi, although it could retain, like you're talking about someone sitting or someone's place of sitting as a mubtada, as a maf'ul, other kind of maf'ul, okay? But it will retain the like time and place aspect in the meaning, but not in i'rab, as in not like this, basically. You get what I mean? Inshallah.
Yeah. So, but sister, Zaidin is majroor because it is like here majlis is like mudaf ilayhi, yeah?
Yes, correct. Okay. So I sat at the time of the sitting of Zaid, meaning at the time Zaid
yes.
sat. Okay?
Okay, yes, correct.
If it's a different verb, okay, or different ism zarf, then half of jar must be used. So this is basically the same thing, okay, same meaning also, okay, but because I want to use the word maqa'adi as a zarf zaman, but I'm using this fi'il, you must use fi. You cannot make this nasab to become the mafu fihi of jalasa. You understand? Okay.
It's kind of same like we use alladhi to make in the previous one.
Yeah, I guess. Yes, basically. Yes, but that's maybe even easier to.
Oh, I think this one because of the jalastu is fi'il lazim, am I right?
No. It's just that I don't know why they do this also. We just know that if you use from the same word, then you can make it nasab straight. But if you don't use from the same word, then you cannot make it nasab. You have to use a half of jar. But technically, the meaning here, there is a fee in the meaning, but you don't need to have fee, okay? But when you use a word that is different from the verb.
Oh, hazab, mazub, haruf jar.
Not really.
Just ignore that one. We jeopardize the class.
So, sister, the word you were looking for, maf'al, is this is that word, yeah?
Yes. Yes, Makan. Yes, exactly. Yes.
Okay.
Okay? Yes, this is the
Okay.
word. Okay? In this context, yes. Okay, Ken?
Okay.
Inshallah. Any questions?
No, sister.
Okay.
But Alhamdulillah, the sister joined us toward the end, Alhamdulillah.
Friday, yes. Friday, yes. Only Tuesday she can't. Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, brother. Because Friday is
Yes.
my off day.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So if no questions, then we'll continue. This is going to be a long lesson. I think we'll take 3 or 4 lessons. We'll see. Inshallah, we do it slowly. Yes, and then we'll continue on Tuesday. Inshallah. Okay.
Inshallah, sister. Yes.
Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilaik. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakillah khair, sister.
Wa iyyakum.